When did you see someone fail as a teacher? My best friend Cole had been telling me for weeks that something was wrong in Mr. Frost's chemistry lab. Equipment breaking, fume hood malfunctioning, even a small fire once. But the principal's only response had been, Mr. Frost has tenure and 30 years experience. Well, last Thursday during lunch, Cole wanted to get ahead on the lab for next period. It was just him and his chemistry partner. There's been an accident in the lab. Cole is trapped under the storage shelf and there's some kind of chemical leak. His skin is burning. We can't get him out. I felt my entire body go cold. Those shelves weighed hundreds of pounds loaded with equipment. Where's Mr. Frost? I asked, already running toward the lab. He's in the teacher's lounge. It's his lunch break. My legs were pumping as I sprinted down the hall. Mr. Frost always spent his lunch period in the lounge. He made a huge show during faculty meetings about needing his contractual lunch hour without students. I burst into the teacher's lounge. He was watching videos on his phone with headphones on. Mr. Frost, Cole is trapped. There's a chemical spill burning him. You need to come now. Holy crap. The Kraken just made the playoffs, he responded. A student is dying, I screamed. You need to get the neutralizer. He pulled out one earbud. The game commentary was blasting. What's this about? Cole, trapped, chemicals. Why are students in my lab during lunch? They were getting ahead. Then it's their fault for being there unsupervised. I grabbed his arm trying to pull him up. His skin is melting. I'm going to call 911. You're the only one who knows what to use. Don't be dramatic. It's probably just vinegar. They don't use vinegar in AP Chem. You know this. Only you have the safety equipment and know the neutralizing agents. I'm on my lunch break. Union rules. Give me 20 minutes. Another student texted me a photo at 12:15. Cole pinned on the floor, his arm covered in white foam, blisters spreading up his neck. The text said, he's not responding anymore, can barely breathe. I ran back to Mr. Frost, tears streaming. He's unconscious. Unconscious. Get up. Stop overreacting. And stop interrupting. You made me miss that power play. That would have tied the game. Now we're down by 2 because you're panicking. I left and called 911, explaining everything through sobs. They said they'd come immediately, but confirmed what I already feared. They couldn't move him without knowing what chemicals were involved. When the paramedics arrived at 12:20 p.m., Cole was still trapped. The EMT looked terrified. We need to know exactly what spilled. We can't treat this blind. Mr. Frost knows. He's coming, but he wasn't. Not for another 38 minutes. I tried calling the principal's office. My best friend is dying. Mr. Frost is in the teacher's lounge watching hockey. He has the chemical inventory. Please make him help. Teachers are entitled to their lunch break. I can't force him to work off the clock. It's not about work. A child is dying. I'll send him an email. The fire department arrived. I begged them to call him, thinking first responders would get through. The fire chief tried. Sir, your student is in respiratory distress. Multiple organ systems are being compromised. I heard his response through the phone. It's my lunch hour. I'll assess the situation when my break ends. When Mr. Frost finally wandered into the lab at 12:58 p.m., his coffee mug in hand, still wearing his Kraken jersey. Cole was already being intubated. He glanced at the spilled chemicals like it was nothing. Oh, that's just concentrated sulfuric acid mixed with the sodium hypochlorite. Though you should know, your hysteria made me miss the entire overtime. I couldn't speak. Our friend was having seizures. The doctor had just explained his lungs were functioning at 30%. Mr. Frost turned to the EMT, not even looking at Cole on the stretcher. This is because the shelf was defective, right? Structural failure? Sir, this is because he didn't receive proper treatment for over 40 minutes during a life-threatening situation. Mr. Frost's face went dark. He spun toward me. You should have made sure students weren't in my lab during lunch. What kind of friend lets someone work with chemicals unsupervised? The safety protocols were your job. The inventory was at your desk. Don't you dare blame this on me. Students aren't allowed in labs during lunch. You chose to break the rules. If you'd followed policy, this wouldn't have happened. The doctor interrupted to explain Cole would need a ventilator indefinitely, possibly forever. We had no idea if he was ever going to breathe on his own again. Mr. Frost pulled out his gradebook and started writing. I need to document this violation. 2 days later, I was with Cole in the emergency room, and Mr. Frost was teaching when I got the news. Cole's lungs failed. He didn't make it. I cried so hard I couldn't see straight. And over the next 24 hours, I left over 65 messages with the school, but Frost didn't even visit once. I remember that's when I stopped crying. Not because I wasn't shattered, I was. And not because my world wasn't destroyed, it absolutely was. But because I knew I had to destroy everyone who didn't help, and I was about to show them exactly how far a grieving friend is willing to go. Full story on channel, link below.